I honestly believe the biggest green flag in history is a significant other making accommodations and giving something we call effort. Because effort is probably one of the sexiest things in existence, right? One of the most adorable, one of the most sexiest, one of the most attractive, whatever you want to call it. Effort is everything in a relationship, and I feel like it is up there with some of the highest level of things that people seek for when they are in a relationship or want one. And this recent episode of You and I Are Polar Opposites is the definition of I will make an effort no matter what. And I'm going to do it no matter what. And I loved that from Suzuki. And frankly, she might just be the best girl or the best girlfriend a guy can truly have. Because I've never seen somebody stress themselves out and put so much pressure on themselves so that they can make such a good impression. And honestly, we end up figuring out at the end of all this that there was no need for her to go through the lengths that she did. But sometimes actions really do speak louder than words. And the actions she made spoke 1,000 words to me. It spoke that she not only is an amazing girlfriend, but is a girlfriend that is going to do whatever she has to do to make an impression, a good impression, and just frankly, just be a good girlfriend. Now, we obviously know that Suzuki is this outgoing, she's not super formal, but she's a super light, bright, nice character. But in her eyes, when she's talking to Tani and they're talking about, oh yeah, what should we do, blah blah blah, and eventually it comes up that essentially Tani wants her to go to his parents' home, or their home, for New Year's, right? And frankly, Suzuki and also her mother are in full panic mode. Like, they are in full panic mode because they're thinking, we have to be proper, we have to be polite, we have to be perfect. Because they're thinking, oh snap, like they're a family that is super well put together. They're this, they're that, and yeah, they definitely are. They really are. But they're just a typical family, right? They're just your typical family. Now, do they have certain traditions, stuff like that? Of course. But at the end of the day, they are your typical family. So during this entire time, they're freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to work. I have to do this. I have to get a gift. I have to do this. And one big thing that we saw in this episode that she did, because she felt like she needed to actually be proper, is she dyed her hair black once again. And that was a shocker. And I will admit, she looks very pretty with blackish hair, like the black and like the purple, whatever. She looked very pretty with that hair. I was like, damn, okay, like I know for sure we're only going to get one episode of this hair color. And I like the pink hair color as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like down in it and I don't think it's bad. But I was like, whoa, low key, the black hair color is kind of fire. I was like, I mess with that. Hey, shout out to you. That's a dope hair color. But really, all the reasons why she did this, the gifts, the hair color, and all the stress is because she wanted to make a proper impression. She was stressed out. She wanted to make it so that these people, his family, looked at her and thought, yeah, this girl is good enough for my son. Or yeah, this girl is like, a good girl, or so on and so forth. Because the last thing she wanted was the non-approval or the disapproval of Tani's parents. Like, she wanted to genuinely make a great impression. And that's why she went through all of this to do just that. And for me, I think that deserves all the freaking flowers in the world. I think that truly does deserve all the flowers in the world. And obviously, when she showed up, like with the black hair and stuff like that, the family was like, huh? Like, they were confused. They were kind of confused because they were expecting something different, right? They were already like keen to the idea that she had pink hair, that she was like, very energetic and stuff like that. Like, they were keen to that. They knew, and they didn't have an issue with it at all. But the reality is, Suzuki felt like she needed to do this so that she can be the best girlfriend she can be, right? She felt like she needed to make this insane effort to be a better girlfriend, or to be more presentable, or whatever you want to call it, because she thought that Tani's parents and family were different. She thought they were very proper, and they were, they were this, they were that. But at the end of the day, that wasn't the case. Like, we all know that wasn't the case. And this did lead to her embarrassing herself by straight up, walking in with a gift and smashing it. And that is the normal cliche that we see. And that was something I expected pretty much in this episode. Like, I was like, yeah, they're gonna be like, we're gonna smash those things, right? We're gonna smash this this gift, because that's just the way to go. And that's like, how else are we gonna embarrass ourselves? Now, obviously, Suzuki is sitting there like, she's like, oh, like, I'm willing to help. Like, let me help in the kitchen. Let me do this. And they're like, no, honey, like, calm down. Don't worry about it. Like, just chill, right? Just hang out, chill. And funny enough, during this episode, I found it really funny that she had black fingertips, like, this entire episode. And it was showing that, like, she just dyed her hair. I'm surprised that really nobody really pointed that out in the episode. But yeah, she had these like black fingertips the entire time, and frankly was just like trying really hard to essentially get in their good graces. Obviously, she ate with them, and she was pretty shocked. She was like, wow, this is very traditional. Like, I'm surprised. Like, I've never seen this before. And obviously, she's fumbling over her words. She's afraid that she's going to say the wrong thing. But in all honesty, they were pretty accepting of her. Like, they didn't really have many issues with her. And eventually, her and Tani go on, like, a little bit of a walk. And he's like, hey, are you okay? Like, I'm sorry. Like, that I felt like, did you feel like you had to accommodate me and all this stuff? And I don't want you to hold back and all that stuff. And luckily enough, like, we get to the point where we get the whole information of what she's been going through, what she's putting herself through. But in all reality, even Tani's like, that wasn't something you had to worry about, right? That wasn't something that you had to worry about at all. Like, at all. And, he explains that to her and stuff like that. But the reality is, she put in that crazy effort because she felt like she wanted to show them that she essentially deserved to be with their son. And that is a hard thing to prove, right? At the end of the day, that's not the easiest thing to show, right? And even if those parents are very accepting and they're good and all this stuff, you still, or most people still will have in their mind, like, oh, I have to show them that I deserve him. I have to show that this, I have to show that. But luckily enough, after like a little bit of a walk, and she cries a little bit, she's like, oh, I've been stressing out over this, over that. And it's all self-inflicted. And she knows that. She knows it's self-inflicted, right? And I mean, her mom also made it a little bit worse as well. But she knows all those things. And then finally, after their walk, after they go, I believe it's to the shrine, stuff like that, they come back and things are able to set in a little bit better, right? They're like, hey, you want to see Tani's, photos of like when, like, how he was when he was younger, blah, blah, blah. And it feels like they start bonding better. There's not as much awkwardness. There's not as much nervousness, stuff like that. And they're like, hey, like, I want you to be relaxed, right? You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to do that. You don't have to give us gifts. You don't have to do all that, right? But feel free, like, come back, right? And they even kind of tell her like we were hoping to see the girl with the, with the lovely smile or whatever, like, or that like basically like, oh, she has such a lovely smile, and that like, you know, there's certain things that surprise them and whatever. But they basically told her like, I don't want you to act so oddly when you're here. You don't have to act differently because you're here with us, right? We accept you for who you are. We accept you for the girlfriend that you are for our son, and we accept you as the person you are. And I was like, yeah, this is really good. Like, I like this a lot. This made me feel really good. Obviously, we get a little like funny note where her friends are kind of like, why did you do all that? Like, are you dumb? Like, why'd you right? Because in their mind, they're like, come on, dude, like they were gonna love you no matter what. Now, obviously, this episode or this video was about her essentially making those accommodations and wanting to be the best girlfriend she possibly could be. And I feel like that just proves that really she is truly the best girlfriend a guy can have. Like, every guy wants that. Every guy wants a girl to make that extra effort and try her hardest to be the best version of herself, but also maybe even overthink some stuff. Maybe even overthink it to the point where, like, you know, oh, I want to make sure I make a great impression. I want this, I want that. And so it makes you feel good when someone makes an effort. And that's the biggest thing, right? The biggest green flag for me, for Suzuki here, is that she made a freaking effort. And the reality is, that's what makes her such a great girl, such a great girlfriend, and an amazing person in general, is that she makes that one hell of an effort, and a bigger effort than you could possibly even imagine. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below about the video, about the idea, about about Suzuki, how she approached this and all that stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, leave a sub, comment down below, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope all y'all have an amazing day. Later.